Apex Legends, let's get it. Are you excited? I am so excited. I'm coming back after 10 months. That's it. Took a 10-month break, all right? Been grinding it out for a long, long time, all right? 35,000 Masters is the highest I ever got. At the end of the day, you know, listen, I've been waiting 4 years playing Vantage every day in ranked. I only play ranked. Maybe I played 10 games of pubs in my life, and let me tell you this, solo queued maybe 95 to 98%. I did it because I wanted to learn. I did it because I like meeting people. It's a good community, Apex. But I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes I wanted to play Ash when Ash had the buff. Sometimes I wanted to play the close range game with this guy when he had the buff. Okay? Trust me. Sometimes I wanted to play with him. I've been through all the metas. Been through the Bangalore with this and the Miss meta. The 1, 2, and 3. I've been through this meta right here. Been through Caustic meta. Been through this guy's meta. He's still good. All right? Been through this guy's kind of meta. He's been about, she's moving the entire Apex game forward. Conduit. We always knew it. We always knew it. She's an incredible character. Okay. The strongest character in the game, remember, is one guy right here who, if he gets some kind of little interesting buff, or maybe there's some shadows or something that he throws out or something, he's the 300 in the game. 300 in the game, baby. Revenant with the Conduit Q, 2 Qs now with her buff moving in. Oh my God, he's the strongest character in the game. So you're going to start seeing him come to the picture. But why he's coming to the picture, I'll tell you. He needs some help. If you throw out the Bamboozle, maybe you can jump into that Bamboozle and start to go from that POI, and now you're that Bamboozle. You can jump into that one. That's his buff. He needs it. Something like that. He's always been good. He's still, you know, listen, maybe he throws some damage one day and he comes into competitive, but right now, you know, remember, he was competitive back in the day for just so small. I don't even know what season it was. All right, we're going to see some new Sparrow. If Sparrow gets a little bit of a something, we're going to see some more Sparrow. He's still good. She is obviously broken right now. We're talking about Moon Map. Remember, we're done with this map, man. We're done. It's enough of this fucking map. Let's gonna land over here. Let's land over here and try to figure it out where to go. And it's just too much. We're moving on to new maps. What the fuck? We're moving on to Broken Moon, which got a revamp for competitive. Broken Moon. You kidding me? And now they took out a bunch of the zip lines. So I don't think this is probably updated, but they took a bunch of the zip lines out. There's no zip lines over here. This is taken out, I believe. There's other ones that are taken out. This one's taken out. So they're having a new way with Conduit and other characters to come into the picture of Apex, okay? Don't get me wrong, okay? She's still going to be really, really good. Valkyrie's still going to be always very good. She's always going to be good. Wraith is going to be good sometimes as the IGL to play with a Newcastle or a Rampart, because her problem was always it was the Wraith, and then you had something like, you know, she would go down and you couldn't stabilize fast because it was the Bangalore and the Catalyst and the Bloodhound meta. It doesn't work. Wraith needs someone, you know, like a Newcastle or Rampart for the quick res or to be able to stabilize on your own. And the Wraith can play her own game, right? She might get a little bit of a nerf. We'll see. At the end of the day, Axel, the new character, is going to be bringing Apex into the new age, faster-paced game. You're going to have to actually full send teams more. She's going to bring some fast-paced ways to full send a team. It's going to be incredible. I'll tell you why I'm excited in a second. But again, Moon Map, okay? Playing height. There's a lot of height in Moon Map. Look at this map. It's an incredible map. It's an amazing map. Height. Playing over here with height. There's so much interesting stuff. And the next map is Olympus, where characters like Mad Maggie, to throw the Mad Maggie ball, to not use the Mad Maggie ball anymore, but for maybe something like throwing the Mad Maggie ball to chase the team and to full send a team and to go really fast. She brings the Mirage into the table. She brings Axel into the table. Okay? Mad Maggie's still really good. Does Lifeline need a rework? Yes. Does Lobo need a rework? Yes. Eventually Lobo will have a rework. Horizon is still whatever. He's really still good. I don't know. He needs some work, but he might be working on these new maps. We'll see. Still really good. Caustic will always be good in that close range. Remember, Apex, again, is in that close range game. It's all about the close range. Last ring, 2 rings. Okay? So at the end of the day, we're looking at, she's still going to be played. She's bringing the new character, a new wave of Apex into the world. He's still going to be good. Catalyst will always be fucking good. He will get a little bit of a buff. She's still really, really good as an IGL if you need to use the Bangalore and play a certain game. But Conduit, bringing the new wave of Apex into the game. I'm so excited. Crypto's still good. He needs some help. You know, maybe there's some maps that he's good at. But Gibraltar, still, you know, you might get a little bit of buff like Alter. We'll see. She'll get the buff. She will eventually get the buff. But whatever with Horizon. Mad Maggie leading the charge into the new wave. Mad Maggie's still going to be good because she does the damage. When a character does damage, that's when they're good. He will get a little bit of a buff again. You know, maybe a little buff, maybe a little buff. He's still really good. Rampart, though. Why is Rampart into the new picture? Why is he coming into the new picture? You know, why is Sparrow eventually going to come into the picture? Wraith's still going to be good, still going to be good, still going to be good. But here we go. After 4 years of playing Vantage, she finally got the buff that she needed. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I want the Echo, this fucking bird who's drove me crazy for 10,000 hours or 50,000 hours playing this fucking game? I don't even know how many hours at this point. This fucking bird driving me insane, or the bat, whatever the hell its name is. You know, I've been through all the reworks with Vantage. I've been through it. They changed the bird, the way she throws it in the air, and it takes time or not. You know, there was a whole other game back in the day with Vantage, you know. They change everything. But now you're telling me that you're going to give me, when I ping one person, it pings the entire team, and I have a 2x now on my sniper, so close range, I could play the game in the last ring with the Rampart shield, or the Newcastle shield, or the Mad Maggie drill, those types of characters, and Axel bringing Vantage as an IGL/co-IGL powerhouse into the fucking game. Now we're talking about. Remember, the most broken thing in Apex. There's one scenario that's the most broken thing in Apex. Do you know what it is? I'll wait. I want you to think of this. For always, for the past couple years, even when Alter came into the picture, for the past couple years, even when he came into the picture, okay? Before that, even when Ash before came into the picture, there was always something that was one of the most broken things in Apex. I'm gonna wait, and now I'm gonna tell you why it's even stronger. So, the most broken thing in Apex has always been when you take a Conduit Q and you throw it on a Revenant. He has 300, right? Superpower. Okay, now hear me out. The most broken thing, however, besides that, in Apex, has been Vantage and Rampart. And one of my good friends is a great Rampart player. You know, and I always tell, I go into the chat of what's his name, who was one of the best Rampart players ever I've never seen, Asu. If Asu comes back and plays Rampart now, because of Vantage is leading the charge to bring someone like Revenant. You do a quick tag with Vantage. Now, every time when someone's tagged and they're tagged by Vantage, there's a percentage of damage that's increased. You put them on 300%, you're going to win the 1v1. But again, let me explain. The biggest thing that's always been a problem, always been the most broken thing in Apex, and when I tag someone through the Rampart shield, there's a little bit of an increase. Instead of 50, it's 60. Then it's 130, right, or whatever it is. And then eventually, you know, but Vantage can get 2-tap on 180 with 2 shots. The second bullet can be 189 or something. It's broken. Always been that way. However, yes, she needed some work. We reworked the hitbox a little bit. You know, but she's ready now for competitive because of that 2x on the sniper. You're telling me you're going to give me a 2x on the sniper close range, and now she's changing to a 4 to 8 instead of a 3. I really like the 3x with Vantage. I haven't played it yet. We'll see what happens with the 4x. We'll see if that changes the game a little bit. They might have made it easier for controller. I have no idea because the 3x was in her ADS like Seer. Seer in per optic sensitivity has you can change the way he looks at things. Vantage had the same thing, but she never had that ability to change the per optic sensitivity when you just look with Vantage and ADS, when you just have your hands out. Okay, so that was always tied to the 3x. I noticed on the Vantage Ultimate Sniper. So we'll see what happens if they got rid of that. Now it's a 4 to 8, but you also have a 2x in the last ring. Vantage tags someone through the Rampart shield, and then our teammate, if they shoot through the Rampart shield, it's Vantage plus Rampart damage, and that has been the most broken thing in Apex since day one for the past years and years and years, this combo right here. She's good, and I'll tell you who she works with. She can work with her. She can, you know, she still can work with a Sparrow, by the way. I hate to say that. Vantage, as an IGL, co-IGL, gives rise to Revenant, Rampart, Newcastle, obviously broken. When he gets the buff, throwing out the bamboozle, seeing where a team is, getting height on Vantage, that's going to be broken. Okay? And now we're talking about other characters, and I'll finish it up right here. She does work with the Alter. If Ash gets a little bit of a buff, or you star someone, Vantage gets the easy tag, awesome. She's going to work great with Axel. She works really, really well still with Catalyst and Caustic, and Bangalore, especially as an IGL, works amazing with her because Vantage is a push, fast team. and works with him, we'll see, and works with Mad Maggie.